Hi, welcome to my weekly video series, Attitude of Leadership and Positive Communication, Building Trust, all things with a lens of positivity and mindfulness. My name is Floria, founder of Recognize Your Potential. Thank you so much for joining me here today, taking time from your busy schedule to watch this weekly videos, whether it is your first time or you make a habit of watching it regularly. I love spending time, look forward to these weekly videos and spending time with you, your comments, your questions, and I am so excited for Mondays. It just sets the tone for a fantastic week ahead. You may have seen on my social media posts today that I was asking a question. Did you know that without challenges, difficulties, conflicts, there would be no solution, no progress, no improvement? It is difficult because we as human beings, when there is a challenge, then we start thinking, how could I improve the circumstance? So it is continuously the foundation, the basis for fantastic opportunities to come from these circumstances, from these conflicts, challenges, and difficulties. You also saw that I connected it with communication, that the purpose of communication, in my opinion, is always to enhance understanding, to improve, to learn, and for everyone concerned, not just for one or two, but for everyone concerned. Now, most people run away from conflict, and I used to be one of those people. So if you're like me, you may not want to have conflict. However, I started changing my perspective and thoughts of conflict, misunderstandings, and challenges. And as I let go of feeling threatened in a conflict, then, or defensive in a conflict, then I soon realized that there was huge potential, because conflict, disagreement, or challenges, difficulties are the foundation, the basis for new ideas, for growth, for new innovation, for creativity, for greater progress. So, what does that mean for workplaces, for our careers, for our businesses, regardless of what it is that you do, or for simply in our lives? Because last time I checked, they were all part of life. And the skills we learn, we transfer from one to the other aspects of our lives. So communication needs to have a backdrop of a desire, of a goal to enhance understanding, because then we are actually letting go of standing my ground, defending my honor, defending my position, feeling threatened. I have to stick to my values. That kind of communication becomes very divisive and does not bring people together. It doesn't enhance understanding, and it is not building bridges of understanding. It's putting up walls. And that's why people will stick their ground, and those conversations of standing ground will go on for a long time, much longer than it is really necessary to do so. Whereas when we remind ourselves, and I do this all the time, there has been meetings of every nature that I have been going to and I've gone into before, and I remind myself as I'm on my way there or preparing, I remind myself that, hey, my purpose is to listen, to understand, to build bridges of understanding, and communication is the way I want to do that. I'm reaching out to do. So the fact that I no longer felt threatened by conflict, it softened things up for me. And I believe it does for everyone, because it is that feeling of being threatened, that someone is disagreeing with me, or I have caused this discourse, then I started anticipating much more positive. And I say, I don't have to feel threatened. And I gradually let go. And as I let go, those conversations started becoming much more productive, much more fruitful, effective. And even though they may have started from a different point of view, we gradually became much more understanding of one another. However, it is not possible for any one of us, me including, for me to be hurt, to feel that I have been picked on, to feel threatened, to feel intimidated or defensive, and still be able to communicate, to make my point in a way that actually enhances understanding, builds trust, is aligned with positive leadership. So there are many people who say, oh yes, I'm a very positive person. Fantastic. Now we want to bring that positivity into communicating and building relationships, work, business, career, professional, or otherwise. And then we actually improve our understanding and relationships in every way. So communication can be the stepping stone for greater understanding and resolving conflict rather than putting up walls. And imagine, whenever you're going into a meeting, think of building bridges rather than putting up walls. And when you do that, that reminder sets the tone for a different expectation and different energy, different way that you will communicate. Until next week, I bid you farewell. Make it a marvelous Monday. Please join me on my weekly videos. Subscribe to my list to recognizeyourpotential.com, and I look forward to hearing from you, your gifts of feedback, ideas, and until next week, make it a marvelous Monday.